I'm calling out Boris Johnson and other leaders of nations that have been imposing this lockdown. Why I'm doing this is because I think a lot of companies, a lot of people have suffered loss for the past like a year now, and I mean people are suffering. People have to literally close down their businesses they've worked for all their life. Generations have worked for it so hard to put these businesses together, only for these businesses to go down the drain like forever because of the whole thing of this lockdown business. I'm not saying that the virus is not there or it's not killing people. We all know this is happening, but at the same time, I mean, the nations that have imposed more lockdown than others are the ones that have suffered the most. So, I mean, then it's time to reconsider. Even other nations, there are quite a lot of nations that have not imposed this lockdown even for a day, and they have not. People haven't died like as much as places like in England, Italy, and all that. So I think we should start considering other options, not just listening to the scientists and only the opinion here. What about the scientists in other nations where no lockdown has been done? We should also listen to them and consider what the options they've taken. So people are suffering here. People are suffering. All around the world in these nations where lockdowns are effective right now, because people who have to literally stay home completely. Women are considered animals, and if they are animals, that means we need to mingle. We need to go around. Children are suffering. Children can't even go out for Christmas. They can't even do nothing. Nothing is happening. Literally nothing. Literally, there's nothing. That children are going through depression. That's not fair. It's not fair to do this to our kids. These children, cannot grow up in this kind of condition where they cannot even go out. They can't even go swimming. They can't do nothing. They can't play games. They can't do nothing. They can't go to their friends. Okay, you said these children are not being infected. Okay, why don't you let them have their fun? Let them grow up normal, like you did, like everybody did. Why are we letting these children suffer? Why are we letting them go through this trauma, this whole mental health trouble? So I don't just think that it's high time we reconsider this whole process and make a U-turn. Let the whole lockdown stop. Let it stop, man. Let it stop. Boris Johnson, you guys and all the leaders, you guys should just stop this thing. Let people go out. The virus is increasing day by day. The numbers are increasing. The cases are increasing every day. Then you might as well let's unleash it. Let everybody be infected and who survives, let them just survive. People are dying and they're not even allowed to go bury their dead. One more trauma is this thing costing? One more pain that is do we want to have? Do you want people to face? Please let this whole thing stop. Let the whole lockdown stop once and for all, and let's face what we have to face. Who dies if the NHS is overwhelmed? Fair enough, we understand. But at least, even now you're saying it's overwhelmed. The hospitals are getting overwhelmed. But one thing is, people are still surviving even without going to hospital. You know what I mean? So people will survive. People will die. People have been neglected and all that. But please, let's stop the lockdown. Let's make a U-turn. Let's consider other nations that haven't done the lockdown and are still surviving. They're still living. Their economic are still blossoming. People are not closing up their businesses. But here, companies are locking down, sending people home. Putting people on redundant because they can't even work. They can't pay them. Please, let's stop this. I really hope that this whole thing will be considered. Thank you.